Hi guys, the name is Black Sphere and welcome to another Steven Universe video. This video we're gonna be reviewing the third episode of the 4 episode event series finale for Steven Universe feature titled I Am My Monster. Episode starts off, Steven is corrupted, he's very big, bigger than Temple. So big that him taking a few steps is like literally making the whole beach city shake. I was gonna say making the whole town shake, but it's called Beach City. Lapis, Bismuth, and Peridot warp to the temple as reinforcement. As long as Steven believes he's a monster, he's gonna stay one. So basically, Garnet's like, the goal is to bring out his humanity. A little while, and the other diamonds show up with Spinel in their diamond mecha ships to bring Steven back, the slipper that he left behind in Homeward Bound. Blue's like, why is every time she visits, something like this is always happening? And where is Steven? Garnet's like, that is Steven. And Blue asks if Steven is corrupted. Her question wasn't really answered, but I think it's safe to say that it's corruption. Now, we don't know if it's real corruption or not, to be honest. What I say might contradict what I just said, but I thought you could only get corrupted by the diamonds, or if you were to fuse with another corrupted gem, or like some sort of attack or something, like what the diamonds did. What if he wasn't corrupted? Hear me out. The way he looks or his physical appearance is due to his state of mind, as we learned in the episode Too Many Birthdays. So it's basically like how he feels. So what if he's not corrupted, and it's just him feeling and thinking he's a monster is projecting into his physical form, making him look like a monster. Like, again, in Too Many Birthdays, when he felt old, he actually got old. But anyways, next. Yellow uses her physical powers to try to bring Steven back to normal, but she just ends up shrinking his head, and then it goes back to normal because he's resisting, I guess, as what Blue said. Then Blue uses her emotional powers to try to make Steven feel better so he wouldn't really be corrupted anymore. That doesn't work either. He ends up deflecting it, and then it ends up reaching Yellow. Then White tries to use her powers to let Steven in so he can, I guess, talk to her or something, and that doesn't work either. It overwhelmed White, making her fall backwards. And when she did that, basically, the moment she did that, I thought she was gonna get corrupted because she did it with the corrupted gem. But I guess that's not really physical contact with Steven. That's just mental contact, I guess. But still, it could have been a good freaking plot point for her to try to let a corrupted gem into her mind, or like her letting a corrupted gem control her, and then she also becomes corrupted because a corrupted gem is controlling her. So I feel like that would have made sense to me. But I guess making White not get corrupted also made sense because it's not like she fused with him or anything. He begins to break free from Lapis's water chains, and he does a roar so powerful that it blows everyone away and even makes Garnet unfused. After that happens, he ends up breaking a part of the earth, and then the cluster ends up returning, forming its arm, trying to hold Steven back. But corrupted Steven has more strength than the cluster, so it doesn't really work. Everyone starts to blame themselves on why Steven is the way he is. Then Connie comes and snaps everyone out of it, giving them a speech that they shouldn't be making it about them right now, and that it's not making the situation any better. Steven was always there for them, and they should be there for Steven too. I agree. Can somebody tell me where Lars is, though? But after that, Ruby and Sapphire refuse into Garnet. Yellow makes Garnet diamond size, and then they all run up to him, and Garnet jumps into him, holding him, saying that she's there for him because he was there when she fell apart. Now it's her time to be there for him. And then everybody's hugging him. Connie comes in with the icing on the cake and gives him a kiss, and that kiss brings him to tears. His tears are pink tears, and like as they touch the water, it turns parts of the water pink. Now I want to know something. Was it all the emotion and catering to Steven that turns him back to normal, or I'm gonna put on my thinking cap real quick. Or hear me out, because diamond juices, they make gems normal again, like when you're corrupted or even shattered, like Jasper. Now we know that. So as we can see, they showed us his pink tears turning the water pink. Diamond juice. Like, what if it's his own diamond juice that he used to well, not purposely used, but like his own diamond juice that played a factor into uncorrupting him. Because the 3 other diamonds are in the ocean with him. Right? Yeah. So what if it's just all their like fluids that are like mixing around with each other that like helped? I really like that idea. I like that concept. But of course we'll never know now because the show is over. Or I guess we do know now. I'm just refusing to listen, or I'm just refusing to believe it because they literally showed everybody being sentimental and then Connie giving him a kiss, then he starts crying, then reverts back to normal because he did hear all of them. But I just like the other way better because like all the diamonds are literally there. Because when I think about it, couldn't they just throw diamond juice on Steven? I know that you need all 4 diamond juices to uncorrupt the gem, and how else would have they got Steven's diamond juice? You know what, I'm really blabbering about a topic that really, you know what, back to the video. When everybody's hugging him, even the cluster gives its hand to Steven. When he turns back, he's obviously he's naked because he had to burst out of his clothes to even get into that form. But I don't know where they got that random blue blanket towel from. But there's like an emotional scene. They're all Steven and the crystal gem. They're all in the cluster's hand, including Connie. Yellow's just staring at him. White looks very admirable. Is that even a word? Well, White looks very admirable to Steven. As you can see in the expression that she had, Yellow Diamond's there looking at him, and Blue is also there with Spinel. Then Line comes up to comfort Steven, and then Steven just lets everything out and just starts to cry. That's really where the episode ended, and that was sad. When I first seen this episode, I kind of had mixed feelings about it. I love the episode, but so far there hasn't been much questions in the series that's been answered. Like they said, we would have all the answers. And at this point, this is the 3rd episode, so we literally have 1 more episode. And at this point, I already know they're not gonna jumble all our they're not gonna answer all our questions in 1 episode. And knowing that the title of the next episode is The Future and the description is that he moves on, I know, like, yeah. But when I first read the description, I thought by moving on they meant he's gonna move on mentally, like move on in a different stage in his life. I didn't know that he was gonna actually move. But then in the episode The Future, when they made it clear that he was actually moving, I thought he meant like move in with the Diamond Authority, but no, it's just on his own now. I'm gonna make a video on how I feel about the ending, because a lot of people are mad. A lot of people said it was rushed. I'm not gonna say too much on it. I'm just gonna put all my thoughts into a separate video. What I loved about this series finale and what I wish would have happened in the series finale, it's all gonna be another video. This video is over. Like if you like, subscribe if you're new and want more content from me, comment just because. Let's talk about something, I don't know. And that'll be all.